And basically, I sanded the floor, varnished it, the bar counter, the top, we've painted the whole place, reupholstered, in the middle reupholstered, and I put a hole in it until the ladder's already finished. We've done up the toilets, we've done the snug, we've put up all the barriers. Anger, disappointment. I mean, we've families to provide for. I mean, it's an absolute joke, because I think the real problem is the house parties, the clusters. I mean, people are giving out about pubs with food. If I had the opportunity, I would have done it. You can't blame the pubs with food. They're only making do with what they can. Fair play to them. So parties, I mean, just look at what happened in Kilkee last weekend. Now, I know they're kids and some of them are loud, but I mean, where's the off licence? The likes of Dunn's, the shop and the Tesco's, they're the ones giving out the drink. So, I mean, something needs to be done. I mean, the government really need to step in. I think they should let us open. I mean, give us the opportunity to prove that we can social distance. Give us the opportunity to show that we can actually do it, because we're the ones that are under the regulations. So, if you go to a house party, all right, you might be one family, but in that one family you have siblings, you have people who've married, then you have kids. They're all coming together. You like in one house party. If it's just family, I mean, alone you could have 5 different households. I mean, those 5 different households go back to their house and then they spread with their neighbours. So it spreads. I mean, in a bar, we can isolate people, we can control it in a nice, safe manner. I mean, pubs are not just for surely drinking. You got to look at the social aspect of it as well. There's a lot of people out there that really miss the pubs, that don't drink a hell of a lot, but they like coming out, meeting up with people, having the crack. I mean, you got to look at pubs. I mean, kids going to college. I mean, we've helped numbers of kids going to college. We've given them jobs, keep them going. And then you have sponsorship for clubs. We do a lot of sponsorship for clubs. We can't give that. We can't afford to give it at the moment. We had a lot planned out. We had a fine plan of different clubs that we were going to sponsor this year, and we spoke to most of them before this COVID. We can't do it now. So it's going to be very, very difficult going forward. I mean, they've really left us in the lurch.
Well, we were absolutely gutted, as you can imagine. You know, like I feel that we've been just cast aside, that there's no support there for us. Like Michael Martin, when he gave his interview yesterday, like he was asked about support, and he just glossed over completely. Like people don't realise like that there's an ongoing cost in having a pub every week. There's direct debits coming out, and like what few pound we had in the business account at the start of this, like it's nearly gone, and it's gone to the stage if this goes on much longer. I'm sure other pubs are in the same boat, that probably won't be able to reopen without help. You know, it's dire. And like a lot of our customers are drinking in the foodie pubs that are lucky enough to be open, and I wouldn't begrudge them. I wish I was one. And but like as far as I can see, a lot of these foodie pubs are trading as just pubs at this stage, while we're left out. Like people don't realise, right, the likes of the Launch Bar, right, like we're different animals. We're not like the big pubs in Temple Bar where there's a transitory crowd. Like the government has basically said they don't trust us to reopen, that we won't be able to control our customers, we won't be able to enforce social distancing. But like I can tell you, there's no new faces coming to the launch. Everyone that comes in here, they're regular customers, and outside the customers at this stage, they're friends. Like I'm quite confident, should I be given the opportunity to open, that I could open safely. And like the thoughts that some are saying that if our customers had a few pints in them and they got a bit loose and they were going from table to table, like I have the respect of all my customers, and I was armed, and I could talk to any one of them and say, look, you have to sit down, you have to do this, and if not, you have to go. Like we're not, like we are just a small little regular pub. Like I'm not looking for the boom before we closed, whereas we had music going 4 nights a week, the place packed, everyone up on top of each other. I know it's a different day now. I know things are going to be differently. Like I know that it's not, we're going to have to abide by the new normal, even though I hate that phrase. But like all at this stage we want to do is open open safely, and just earn a livelihood and be able to feed our children and pay our mortgages. I know it's going to be different, but we should be trusted that we can open and open safely for our customers. I know everybody talks about the pubs, and it's all about the Irish pub at the moment. But let's not forget our musicians. Do you know, like we've musicians playing here 4 nights a week, and like they're in a more dire situation than we are. Like at least we're probably going to get to open, hopefully get to open. But like this, I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel for the musicians. And when you hear comments like Heather Humphreys the other day about certain people just need to retrain, they can't be waiting on the never, madness.